6A showdown between the Cedar Ridge Raiders and your Ramrod Dragons. Tonight is a very special night here at Dragon Diamond, as we will be honoring the Clay Madsen Foundation. Please welcome the Clay Madsen Foundation Clay's crew kids to the field as they will be throwing out tonight's first pitch. Clay was a two-sport athlete here at Round High School that lost his battle with cancer. Clay's family and friends established the Clay Madsen Foundation for the purpose of honoring the name and memory of Clay as a lost friend and role model by aiding families in this community who have loved ones fighting with cancer. This foundation has helped so many of our community. We want to do our part helping them and others. 100% of the proceeds during tonight's game will be given to the Clay Madsen Foundation to assist in the mission to assist others as we pass the hats later in the innings. At this time, we have some very special representatives of Clay's crew lined up to throw out tonight's honorary first pitch. Please put your hands together and encourage them with a round of applause. On the count of three, kids, here we go. In 3, 2, give them the heater, and go. Let's again welcome these amazing young folks. Thank you again, Clay's crew, for being out tonight at Dragon Diamond. At this time, we're going to get a picture of both teams with the crew. Teams have done a fantastic job. 100% of the proceeds that were collected have been donated back to the Clay Madsen Foundation. At this time, a check for $1,494.85 to the Clay Madsen Foundation. Thanks again, folks, for all of your donations and supporting our Strike Out to Cancer initiatives. You can still participate later in the innings. We will be passing the hats, so please feel free to join in as we continue to give to the Clay Madsen Foundation.
Welcome to Game Time Broadcasting. I'm Hank Oppel. Joining us will be Justin DePriest in Code Red. For the Dragons, starting lineup will be batting first, playing center field, Jack Oppel. Batting second, playing second base, JP Casman. Batting third, playing shortstop, Drew Hearthcock. Pitching for the Dragons, Josh Horvath. DHing for Horvath at the number 4 spot will be Brooks Miklinchek. At the 5th spot, Luke Broadus playing third base, batting 6th, playing first base, Luke Rodriguez. Batting 7th, playing right field, Jace Kivett. Batting 8th, playing center field, Cade Goddard. And batting 9th, the catcher, Quinn Bartholet.
Fourth, number 13, first baseman, Matthew Mayberry. Mayberry, first. Batting fifth, number 29, shortstop, Hasten Langerhans. Langerhans for short. Batting sixth, number 3, second baseman, Luke Irwin. Irwin at second. Batting seventh, number 7, designated hitter, Christian Olivas. Olivas hitting. Batting eighth, number 14, third baseman, Noah Olivas. Olivas, third. And batting ninth, right fielder, number 4, Carter Copeland. Copeland, right. Starting pitcher will be number 5, Jason Mason. And the rest of the Cedar Ridge Raiders. And now the starting lineup for your Round Dragons, leading off left fielder, number 29, Jack Apple. Batting second, number 12, second baseman, J.P. Asman. Batting third, shortstop, number 8, Drew Arthop. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 15, Brooks Miglinchek. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 23, Luke Broaddus. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 21, Luke Rodriguez. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 9, Chase Kimmons. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 5, Kane Donovan. And batting ninth, catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet. And the rest of your Round Dragons. Dragons are coached by assistant coach Ray Rodriguez and head coach John Carter. At this time, we kindly ask you to please rise and remove your caps. Gaze towards the left center field as we honor our country by the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
Welcome back to another installment of Dragon Baseball here. Tuesday night, the district contest between Cedar Ridge and your Round Rock Dragons. Horvath will get the start tonight for the Dragons. The flamethrower committed to Weatherford, Texas. Routinely runs the fastball 91 to 92, will run it up. We have seen earlier in this season him run it up to 95 miles an hour. Very excited to see. Had a little bit of trouble earlier in the year with walks. McNeil really came out and kind of was absolutely amazing against the competition. Had 10 Ks, 4 walks, only giving up 1 earned in his outing. Going to be a tough one here. The Dragons sitting at 3-2 in district so far. This is kind of a must-win game if they want a chance at winning district. And so the Raiders sitting comfortably at 4-1. Believe they still do lead the district standings. But, I mean, if the Dragons take one here again like they did at Cedar Ridge, that could definitely shake things up, move them into that first or second spot. Vandergrift still lost. I don't believe they have a loss yet in district, playing their second game against Vista. They took game 1 after an absolute crazy outing by their pitcher. I believe he went all the way, like 13 or 14 strikeouts. Looking to see that kind of outing from Josh here. We do, I believe, further this week on Friday and Saturday, we start our series with Manor. Manor will no longer be in our district as of next year. So this will be the last time we see them. They're moving down to 5A. So this will be the last time we see them in baseball. Good luck to them in 5A. But we first got to get work done here against Cedar Ridge. And batting first for Cedar Ridge, Kai Rice, the center fielder. Rice started off last game against the Dragons at Cedar Ridge with a leadoff double.
He hit the ball really well. He's probably one of the hits leaders for Cedar Ridge. That ball runs.
It's a very good curveball, just didn't get him to swing over it.
But Kai did really well last. Getting that leadoff runner on, is we talk about it all the time. That ball runs in.
Oof.
Man, must be a tight strike zone tonight. We all learn as we go, specifically in the first inning here. So every batter, every pitcher, everyone's kind of learning what this strike zone is going to look like. Sharp hit ball down
Dive,
first.
Luke Rodriguez, throw to first. Oh, it's thrown away. Had him out at first. Luke Rod made a great diving play, threw it away though. And that will result in a single with a base added on an error. Wow. That was a great dive by Luke to make a defensive play. Just kind of threw it away at the end. The sun is right where Josh was looking, so that's a hard play to make. And next up, the center fielder, Jake Shoemaker.
Jake Shoemaker's been one of the players for Cedar Ridge that has started maybe since a freshman. Just absolutely a tank. Hits the ball hard, great arm, very fast. As he dribbles that one,
Josh is able to make the toss over to first base for out number 1, while Kai will go to. That almost worked like a bunt right there for him. I mean, that was basically a bunt, swinging bunt.
Next up for Cedar Ridge catcher, number 18, Riggs.
And up comes the catcher, number 18, Riggs Gordon. Infield will be playing in already here with 1 out, man at third.
let's be a big out here. Like to see Horvath come in and get a strikeout here early so the infield can relax a bit.
I mean, I am liking Josh right now. I mean, he hasn't thrown very many pitches. He's gotten ground balls. He's gotten ground balls. Haven't been able to make the one play on that one, but other than that, pretty efficient so far. That's a fastball in the end corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Curveball in the outside corner gets the strike call for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Riggs, starting catcher, been starting since a sophomore. Really, that ball's going to get away.
They're not going to call a swing either. And Kai is going to coast in for their first run of the inning. Slider kind of a little bit away in the dirt. Quinn just couldn't get a hold of it.
Takes it to 2-2, 1 out. Bases are empty now after a wild pitch or a pass ball. That one is more of a pass ball. The other one is a little bit more of a wild pitch. Count is going to be full with 1 out to catcher and 3-hole hitter Riggs Gordon. Not the start the Dragons wanted. Great defensive play. A little bit of a throwing error there. That ball's hit well to left center.
Apple covers some ground underneath it for out number 2. Looked like the fastball. He looked like he got up into it a little bit, maybe just a little bit too much of the hands. Apple able to coast underneath it for out number 2.
And absolutely no wind. I mean,
Yeah.
the flags, well, it's breezing every once in a while, but
Every
for the
once in
most
a
part,
while.
they're hanging straight down.
Which is very rare. You usually see them blowing straight in here from Round Rock.
First baseman, Matthew Mabry.
And up comes the first baseman, Matthew Mabry, number 13. Here with 2 outs, nobody on. They've already scored 1 on a pass ball and an error. Fastball on the outside corner doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Running a little out on him. Looks like he might be really hugging this outside corner of the plate here. See if he can bring it back over the plate. And that one runs just close enough to catch the corner.
There's strike one, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Josh has been pretty efficient so far. That's a beautiful curveball for strike 2. They're going to say he went around anyways.
Which I don't think he.
I think that's just a.
I think it's just a strike.
I don't think he went around. I think it's just a strike
swinging
regardless.
strike.
Fastball barely fouled away to the back of the net. There you see, this is kind of a thing Coach Rod likes to do, tunneling pitches. You know, you got that low curveball, stays up high and then drops, and a high fastball. Curveball down the middle, doesn't get the call. I guess it was too good of a pitch.
Wow. Everybody took off on that one.
Yeah.
Everybody was leaving the field.
The batter kind of put his bat down and tried to walk off, and we're like, oh, he didn't call it a strike. Foul ball. Fastball fouled away onto the right side. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. The Raiders have 1 run on 1 hit and an error by the Dragons. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3 as we go to the bottom of the first. Upcoming for the Dragons will be Jack Opple, J.P. Kasman, and then Drew Hearthcock when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And now up to bat for your Dragons leadoff, number 29, Jack Opple. Opple's second game at the leadoff. Started off last game. He's usually been hitting the 2-hole. Coach Carter's had to change up the lineup a little bit, moved him to the leadoff. He went 1 for 4 yesterday. Meaning last game, which was last Wednesday at Cedar Ridge. Pitching for the Raiders will be Jason Mazok. That fastball up and away for ball 1.
Mazok, one of their senior pitchers, and really probably one of their top 2, if not their ace. Didn't see him the first game against Cedar Ridge, but seen him here on the second side, the back side of the series.
And that fastball runs away again for ball 2.
Jack being disciplined up there, really kind of making him throw a strike.
That's your job as a leadoff hitter. I mean, if you see a pitch you can hit it obviously, but you want to see as many pitches as you can. Give your batters behind you as much information as you can get.
Yeah, you're really on reconnaissance here.
That fastball out gets the strike call. That was a good.
Holy smokes!
I don't think Riggs didn't even try to frame that.
No, he'd completely given up, and now he's going to start rethinking it. If you're going to give me the white line on the inside part of the white line in the right-hander's batter's box, here we go with 2-1. That ball.
Down in the dirt, looks like a changeup. Didn't get enough of the zone. That looked better than the last one.
That's a little shocking. It's interesting. Coach Reeves from Cedar Ridge is asking him, and the umpire's telling him it was low. So here we go, 3-1. Hitters count for Oppel.
Looking to drive something into a gap. Swung on and missed. I mean, you kind of have to on that outside pitch.
Yeah.
It's going to be called a strike regardless.
Yeah,
So
might as well take your chances with it. Jack's notorious for going left center. Looks like he was just trying to push it out there into the gap, power alley.
this is why the MLB now has the ABS system. If anybody knows what that is. Automatic ball strike system.
Full count to lead off for the Dragons.
Swung on and missed on the outside corner. Mazok able to come back and get Oppel for the strikeout. Well, now we know the strikeout. I mean, now we know the strike zone. It's going to be away from you as a left-handed batter. And up comes the second baseman, number 12, J.P. Kasman. Kasman, probably one of the hottest bats this year so far, was batting ninth before last game as the lineup was changed, and he's been doing really well as the two-hole. Looking to see him keep doing that. OBP is like, what, 480?
Yeah, he's
500?
almost 500.
I mean, that's crazy.
So for OBP is your on-base percentage, whether it's a walk or finding a way on, or doesn't matter how many times on average are you going up getting on base. And JP, being a kid, one that puts a ball in play a lot, no secret wise now in the two-hole, but finds his way on base here pretty often.
Fastball swung on. It's going to be hit to shortstop, deep into the hole. Kasman running. And they're going to say he's out. Close play at the bag. Up comes your shortstop, number 8, Drew Hearthcock. Hearthcock looking to put the Dragons here up on the hit board.
Hardball.
First pitch on the inside corner, ball 1.
That was a strike when we had a left-handed batter up
that
there.
was a strike with a left-hander. I don't understand why they do that.
Yeah.
Why he shaded so in. I guess the MLB does it, but there's a reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. If
He's going to get that call, so it's going to be 1-1. Those of you guys that don't know or don't hear, you wondering what are we missing? That's Mr. Bob Slocum, the
Uncle Bob,
the godfather of game time
broadcasting.
Bob, we miss you. We know he's at a work conference, not able to make it. Drew
Swung on into
line
the
drive.
third baseman comes up with it, and they're going to say, "Oh, it got past first baseman." Hearthcock rounding for second, into second base there. I thought he probably beat the throw in general, but that ball gets away from the first baseman.
It was a tough play for the third baseman to make. He had to lay out completely and then get up and try to make a throw.
Up comes your DH, number 15, Brooks Miklinchek.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons.
Miklinchek had a really clutch double last game against Cedar Ridge. Hopefully he can find a barrel here and get Hearthcock in. Hearthcock's got the speed to score from second. Dragons have some late life here. Mazok's going to step off.
Brooks has had a hot bat here lately. A lot of hits just over shortstop. That's kind of his spot. Really likes to lift it over shortstop. That'd be perfect to get a run in, see if he can execute.
Fastball on the outside corner called strike 1.
It's probably the best pitch I've seen Mazok throw. Nice and low, but just high enough that definitely caught some of the plate. Just nothing you want to swing at usually for your first pitch.
That one swung on and fouled away for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner at second. Miklinchek looking to pull through here. Try to give the Dragons and even it up here in the bottom of the first. Still down 1-0. They're going to try an inside move. The infielders kind of had Hearthcock with the infielders. Didn't know what was going on either.
Yeah, it was a good move if there had been a defender there.
Yeah, second base was like, hey, man, wrong sign, dog.
Yeah,
wrong sign.
Let me know.
And you can't really go back to it now. That fastball on the outside corner, down in the dirt for ball one. Good stop by Riggs.
Riggs, really a top tier catcher, and he is a junior, so he's got a whole nother year here at Cedar Ridge. Son of a big leaguer.
That one, fastball gets a behind Briggs, tried to frame it, just went through the glove, and Hearthcock going to take third base. Big at bat here for Brooks here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third.
This is the opportunity here for the Dragons to even this up, at least in the first inning here, to really kind of start back at 0.
That's 2 pass balls that you don't really usually see from either catcher here. That one blocked. That'd be a changeup into the dirt. Riggs able to get in front of it, block it for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runner at third. On deck is Luke Broadus, the big power hitter for the Dragons. Swung on and fouled back to the fence. Keep the at-bat alive. Brooks is doing a really good job fighting off pitches and really staying disciplined with 2 strikes. I mean, he was 0-2, worked a 3-2 count now. This is going to be a quad pretty soon. Quality at bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swung on and fouled into the parking lot. So he's definitely got a quality at bat now. We've got some activity out there in right field behind the right field fence. A few trucks lined up so far. Usually when the sun goes down, that's usually when most of them pull up.
Yep, some of the best seats over there in the shade. In the bleachers, you don't get any shade, but over there underneath the tree line, I hear it's really nice.
That'd be swung on, popped up into the near second base. Right fielder comes underneath for out number 3. The Dragons still trailing 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. Horvath is still on the bump when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Up to bat for the Raiders, shortstop Jason Langerhans. Dragons still trailing here 1-0 as we enter the top of the second.
Payson, only a sophomore, found himself in the starting spot there at shortstop this season for the Raiders.
That fastball low for ball 1. That fastball hit really hard. Hardcock makes a play. Out number 1. Wow, that is an amazing play from Hardcock. A dive, scoops it up, makes a really good throw over to first against a fast runner. Wow. Wow, if I had my replay, I would replay that. Holy crap. That is a play that will get you noticed by a lot of people.
Yep. Did a great job kind of just getting his body around it. And not only that, when you do that, it improves your angle. So when you do pop up, you've got a clear shot right to first base. Next up, junior second baseman Luke Irwin. He swings at strike one.
That was a curveball on the outer part of the plate. It's exactly what you want to happen on that pitch. That curveball up. I mean, if you're Cedar Ridge, you got to try and time up the fastball. That's what you're sitting on. Josh has a really electric fastball up to 95. Usually sits in that 89 to 92 range. Curveball down the middle for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Dragons. Slider gets him swinging for strike 3. Be Josh's first strikeout of the day for out number 2. Up comes
Next up for Cedar Ridge, designated hitter number 7, Christian Olivas.
Up comes the designated hitter, number 7, Christian Olivas. I believe this is the older brother, right?
No, this is the younger
This is the younger
brother.
one?
Christian is the youngest.
And Noah's the older one.
Noah is the junior. They just had one of their brothers graduate, Diego Olivas. There was a couple of times last season, which I'm good friends with their family. They talked about the dad was talking about how incredible it was to see all 3 of his kids on the field at the same time, which is unbelievable, really, especially in the very competitive program.
That fastball swung on and belted back up the middle for a hit. That fastball at 93 miles an hour.
Now batting for the Ravens, third baseman number 13, Noah Olivas.
And here comes the younger brother, the third baseman, Noah Olivas. 2 outs here, man at first.
You know, and what's interesting about Christian, he's got such a beautiful left-handed swing. Only a sophomore, really is come on and made an impact player. You talk about some young talent coming up through Cedar Ridge. Keep an eye out for Christian because he's going to be one of the leaders here very soon. Horvath runs that first fastball up for ball 1.
Going to pick off over to first base to no avail. Seems to be sitting pretty comfortably 91 to 93 on the fastball here. That one, a fastball swung on and fouled away into the parking lot.
Two outs here. Dragons look for a way to punch their way into the bottom of the second without any damage.
That slider, they're going to say he went.
That's not.
I don't agree with that at all. That was, he barely took the bat off his shoulder, man.
But this is the second time we've seen that call.
That's bad. That's really bad. Hey, man, umpires aren't usually
Quinn doing a great job. That ball spiked in the behind the opposite batter's box.
able to get in front of it and keep it in front of himself.
Nothing like jumping completely in the way of a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Quinn doing a good job there, keeping it in front, keep the runner from getting into scoring position here with 2 outs. 2's on the board. Third baseman Noah Olivas taking the pitch.
That fastball low for ball 3.
Sun, it's kind of a tricky time right now, Dragon Diamond, the way that the sun sets. It's just to the right of right field foul line, but really shining just completely almost parallel to the horizon. So it's a little bit tricky for players when they're looking that direction.
They're going to take off. Strike 3 swinging on the curveball for the Dragons as we go to the bottom of the second. Up to bat will be Luke Rodriguez, and I believe Jace Kivett when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Up to bat for your Round Rock Dragons comes
Leading up to your Round Rock Dragons,
the third baseman, Luke Broadus. Broadus a big bat here for the Dragons. A lot of power. He's kind of been hitting right to people. Been putting a good barrel on the ball most of the time. Just hitting right to that right fielder, that left fielder.
Which you mentioned that, Hank. It's one of the most, I think, and you've played a lot of baseball too, one of the most frustrating parts when you're really squaring up the ball well, but it's always finding somebody.
Swung on. That one's going to be hit softly to the second baseman for out number one. Just got real out in front of there. Looked like he got part of the end cap. Up comes number 21, your first baseman, Luke Rodriguez.
21 Luke Rodriguez.
Looking for him to heat up so far. Luke kind of thrives off of harder pitching, I would say. I mean, the harder they throw, Luke seems to be more and more comfortable in the box. That curveball almost gets up and gets him for ball one. Dragons still down 1-0.
After an error in a Pat's ball, not what I would say an earned run.
Fastball swung on and fouled away to the back net for strike one. Sun's starting to go down. Lights are starting to really pick up the pace. We're supposed to get new lights however long ago.
Whenever they show up.
Yeah, I guess whenever they come boxed in ready for us. I don't know. Curveball swung on, hit hard to the shortstop into the deep corner. For out number two, comes up number 9, your right fielder, Jace Kivett. Mazok's been way more efficient this inning so far. Only throwing a few pitches.
Number 9 Jace Kivett.
Kivett, a really speedy runner, able to leg out some infield singles to the second baseman who just don't know how fast he is. Also, a power hitter, can hit doubles and triples anywhere in the ballpark. That one, fastball low and inside for ball one.
Early on, Kivett, one of our leaders in extra base hits, kind of in the preseason part before we get into district play. Looking for him to start heating up here.
That fastball runs away from him for ball two.
Also somebody you just like to have on bases. Even if he walks and gets on, he puts a lot of pressure on the catcher and anxiety on the pitcher due to his speed.
I mean, he's only been thrown out one out of 20 times that I can remember. That was a fastball up for ball three. I guess it was up.
Yeah, it would have had to be. It definitely caught played, but
I think it was.
You saw Jace kind of
in.
move his shoulders just a little bit. He might have sold it just a bit. 3-0. He's on a full take here.
That fastball on the outside corner, ball four, and Kivett's kind of waiting for the call. That was a strike on Opel earlier. Never mind. Nevertheless, the Dragons got somebody on base here for the most clutch hitter so far. Already has a bomb. I mean, he has a hit in every district game he's played in. Number 5, your center fielder, Cade Goddard. Goddard went yard last time at Cedar Ridge. Looking for him to get a big 2-out hit here for the Dragons. Swung on, hit hard into the 6 hole. And that will move the runners over. And Goddard extends his district hits streak to 6 games. I mean, that's hard. Up comes the catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, catcher.
Runners at first and second here with 2 outs. Really need Quinn to pull through here, see if he can hit something into that right center gap. That'll score Jace easily. And with the speed of Goddard, who knows where he'll be.
Or find a way on even with a walk, having bases loaded with top of the lineup.
They're going to try an inside move to no avail. Kivett gets back standing up.
You know, it's interesting with those inside moves. You used to not be able to put your foot back down as like towards the plate, but I think you can now in order to move your feet.
I don't know. You can't go towards the plate. That was the rule always that I kind of
just straight up and then straight down.
Yeah, you can't, because that fastball down the middle for strike 1.
Quinn was hot early on in the season. He's got a couple hits, I think, so far in district. Really looking to add one here with runner on second. You got Speedy Kivett still on second base.
And that one's going to be thrown into center field. Kivett's going to take off for third. Goddard to second base, and that will move the Dragons in second and third with 2 outs.
Dragons in business here with 2 outs.
Really need Quinn to hit something on the ground up the middle here, something. Poke something somewhere. Be a huge run for the Dragons. Curveball down the middle for strike 2.
It's a good looking pitch. Really started up high, kind of shoulder high, and then dipped down the last minute. Something the Quinn's going to need to remember as he's battling here deep in the count with 0-2 with 2 outs.
This one right here, you kind of just want to put the ball in play and make them make a play. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Dragons can't capitalize on a big opportunity there with 2 outs, runners at second and third as we go to the top of the third when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
There you go, Kyle. I know Kyle like 30 years.
As we enter the top of the third, Cedar Ridge still leading 1-0. And we have a new man on the mic. Another Dragon alumni, class of 2024, Brandon Slocum, son of Bunko Bob.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, my dad's Bunko Bob. I mean, world-class Bunko player. It is absolutely amazing to see.
He's at a tournament right now
Yeah.
as we speak.
He literally flew out to a tournament this week. I mean, it's insane.
Well, when you have that kind of talent, you can't just keep it to yourself.
No, I wish I had it.
Brandon, good to have you on the broadcast here. As Hank mentioned, I got 2 alumni. I'm officially the oldest person on the broadcast. Usually it's Bob. But since he's not here, I'm officially way older than both of you. But it's good to have you both on here. It's good that we turned in one Slocum for another one.
Yeah.
A younger version, as you would say.
Yeah. The better looking, better
Curveball
talking, better
swung on and
sounding.
missed. Yeah. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. So how's Arkansas? You're up there at University of Arkansas in Fayetteville.
Man, it is awesome. It's beautiful. If you are looking to get away from the extremely hot weather in Texas, go to Arkansas. It is beautiful. You get all 4 seasons. It is just absolutely amazing. If you like the outdoors, it is perfect for you.
Swung on and fouled away for strike 1. So I saw you were doing intramural football. Take a dub or what?
Hey, we did. We won it all. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
lie. It's almost as competitive as this high school baseball. It is crazy. If you go to college and you want competitiveness, you play intramurals.
Fastball in the inner corner doesn't get the strike. 1-1.
All right, since I got both of you on here and you guys not too far out of the game here, Dragon Diamond, Cedar Ridge feels like that ball's hit well to left.
Swung on and belted. Kibitz giving chase. Hits off of his glove. That one got close to getting out of here. That's going to be a double for Kai Rice.
Kai Rice continuing to pour it on. I think he led off last game with a double and hits another one this time on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Next up for Cedar Ridge, center fielder number 2, Jake Shoemaker.
But what I was going to ask you two is, feels like Cedar Ridge in this kind of generation is kind of one of our top rivals. It kind of goes back and forth. For you two, when you guys were in, who is the district rival like you had to kind of beat this group?
Probably Vista. I think we
Yeah.
always had like a really big thing with Vista. Curveball up and away for ball 1.
Definitely Vista, but I can't lie. Whenever we played Cedar Ridge, I definitely always wanted to beat Cedar Ridge. I feel like Round Rock and Cedar Ridge guys always know each other. You always want to beat Cedar Ridge.
I remember our senior year when they had like this, like they were talking about their pitching staff being the best in district, and all that. There was a lot of crap talking, and then I think we run ruled them both games,
Yeah.
and that was probably the greatest feeling I'd ever had.
Cedar Ridge definitely wasn't the most competitive team when we played, but you always wanted to beat them.
Yeah. I mean, coming up through the JVs, that was kind of the team we always wanted to beat. Them and Vandergrift. I feel like Vandergrift, they were pretty good at a JV team. Fastball swung on and fouled away for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Man at second base.
Had a couple nice hits off Josh, one of them by sophomore Christian Olivas. That ball was absolutely tattooed by Kai Rice. All of them in common, left-handers also. As he's facing left-handed Jake Shoemaker. That
Fastball
ball
on the outside corner, called strike 2.
just catches the corner. Brandon, what do you miss the most about being out here playing? What's your most fondest memory, or what would you like to do again as a high school baseball player?
I gotta say, it's just the community, all the guys. I mean, I was standing over there by the dugout
Called time.
in the first inning, and it's just seeing the guys all together, all rooting for each other. Man, that environment was so electric and so awesome, and you don't really realize it until you're gone. But
Yeah.
I absolutely love just getting to even just practicing with the guys. It was awesome. You know, you're doing life together really, and you're spending so much time together. But just rooting for each other, and then now you kind of see everyone in their own places doing their own things. It's definitely kind of crazy to see.
Fastball swung on, hit to Oppel, caught for out number 2.
That ball hit well, though.
And he got to that high and up fastball, able to push it the other way. Up comes the catcher, Riggs Gordon. Yeah, I was about to say, we had a pretty large team our junior and senior year. I feel like we were up there with them, like 27, 28 guys. It's curveball for strike 1. I would say junior year was a lot of fun.
That team was legit. We
That
had.
was
I mean,
a lot of fun.
you had a lot of guys that are playing D1 ball right now, and even one in the pros, which is just
It's crazy.
you don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
No, loaded with talent for sure.
But I will say the most fun I had was our senior year. That
Absolutely.
was probably the most fun.
Absolutely.
That ball runs out for curveball. Tried again on a curveball. 1-1. 2 outs here. Runner at second. lead off Kai Rice with a double.
Curveball up and in for ball 2.
2-1 to Riggs. Horvath kind of faces the heart of the lineup here for the Raiders, trying to get this last out without any additional runs.
Fastball swung and fouled away for strike 2. So Brandon, you did chapel today for the boys, right?
I did. It was great. It was an awesome opportunity to get to share the word with them. I think they received it really well. We talked a lot about integrity and just, being integrity with our lives and then also just on the field. And it was really awesome. I think the guys really, really enjoyed it.
Rice is
Runner
gonna
takes
take
off.
And not able to hold on to it. He's going to get the bag, but they're going to get the strikeout anyways on Riggs for the out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the third. Still down 1-0 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Jack Apple.
Leading off for your Dragons, number 29, Jack Apple. K'd up his first time, looking to get on base here for the Dragons, get something started. That fastball up and away for ball 1.
And really, if you're just kind of joining us, quick recap of the game, Raiders were able to scratch a run early after an error throw after a great defensive diving play by first baseman Luke Rodriguez. And then a pass ball allowed him to come across. It wasn't even an earned run. We are one pass ball really away from this game just being 0-0 as it stands right now as he runs that outside for 2-0. Mazok started. I think he's around 35 pitches or so coming into the third.
Oh, dude, you're 2 off. He's at 33 right now.
33, close enough.
Swung on, hit hard in the second hole. And I'll be out number 1 here for the Dragons. Up comes the 2 hole, playing second base, J.P. Casman.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, second baseman, number 12, JP.
Yeah,
Casman.
talking to Brandon over here. I mean, JP's been really swinging it really well for the Dragons. He's batting 9th at one point, hitting somewhere close to 430 with like a 500 on base percentage. Fastball in the outside corner, gets it for strike 1.
Mazok jumping ahead, something he hadn't done a ton of. I think his first pitch strikes, but always able to seem like come back and battle back in the count and force either a grounder or a strikeout.
Fastball down the middle for strike 2. Brandon, they're going to no longer going to be dirt next year. It's going to be turf.
Really?
What are your opinions on that?
I hate it. I love the dirt. I think it's just that's how baseball is.
That's how baseball's meant to
I
be
think you
played.
should have grass and dirt.
Slider away for ball 1.
I have to say, I'm surprised he's only in the 30s with this pitch count. I mean, I feel like he's been running it up a lot of 2-2 counts, a lot of 3-2 counts. Seems like he's been in a lot of trouble with these counts, but definitely a couple first pitch outs.
You gone to any Razorback baseball games so far?
I did. I saw Hudson Ellis play
Yeah,
when Oral Roberts played Arkansas. It was awesome. Got a knock. Was 1 for 3. He did a great job in the field. It was really cool to see a fellow teammate, getting to play against a big college team like that. It was really awesome.
That's cool. Hudson Ellis graduated
24.
And playing college baseball this year at Oral Roberts University.
That fastball hit hard to the third baseman. Fields it. Throw over to first for out number 2. Comes up your shortstop, batting third, number 8, Drew Hearthcock. Hearthcock kind of third in line for being a really good defensive shortstop from Hudson Ellis to Hudson DePriest. Now Drew Hearthcock takes over the mantle. And you want to talk about defensive perfection. Hudson Ellis and Hudson DePriest were both that. Hearthcock showed earlier in this game that he deserves it. Got on early by an error. I thought he was going to beat it out anyways. You change up low and away for ball 1.
Dragons looking to get something started here. Not really had too many great hits yet. A couple of hard grounders, but nothing really barreled against Mazok just yet. And he hasn't surrendered that many walks either. He's been keeping the base pass pretty clean.
Fastball hit really hard, foul down the third baseline.
Jumped on that fastball.
So, Brandon, do you ever just get out the bat and swing again, or do you ever go out to the cages and just swing?
I have not. I did not pick up a bat my freshman year. I have hardly touched a bat.
What about a golf club?
Oh, dude,
I did get into golf, and I've got to say, if you've got kids in baseball, they will get into golf when they're done with baseball. It is inevitable.
For sure.
It's an addiction almost.
Almost. It is.
2-1 to Hearthcock. Yeah, it is. It's the competition, still being able to hit something, but it's a lot easier because it's not going 90 mile an hour.
100%.
It's
But
just,
Easier. I don't know about easier.
that swing,
Well, at least
trying
it's
to
not
figure
moving.
out that
Yeah, at
golf
least it's not
swing is
moving.
the worst. The worst.
That fastball up for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here.
Hitters count for Hearthcock. Dragons really looking to get somebody on base. I feel like when they had some of their best innings is when they had a little bit of pressure on Mazok. The innings where he's been able to work really with no runners on, or the times that he has, he's really comfortable up there.
That fastball away for ball 4. Brings your DH, Brooks Miklinchek, up to the plate.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, designated hitter, number 15, Brooks Miklinchek.
I think they're also, when they do turf, they're going to move in 3-5-7. I don't think we're going to have it. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot shorter, huh? Wow.
I think they're going to try to make it 3:30.
I just can't imagine
Wow.
them spending whatever the extra $100,000 is to turf that extra swash.
Like, that's crazy.
So what are they going to do with the space behind it?
I think they're just going to make it into a bigger bullpen.
Bigger bullpen that could be parking. I mean, it's going to open up a lot of room back there.
I mean,
There's also a lot of pending projects on like locker space.
Yeah.
Like moving the portable out and putting actual locker room with being closer to on campus and closer to the field than the portable. So, but we'll see. That's coming with the lights,
Right.
I think.
Oh, with the lights that we were supposed to get March 4th. Fastball in for ball 2. So, Brandon, you're doing engineering, right?
I am.
How's that been going? It's a lot of physics
It's
and a
good.
lot of
A lot of math.
A lot of math.
Your freshman year is not too bad, but then you start to get in the sophomore, junior year, and that's the thick of it. You really got to bear down. A lot of long nights in the dorm rooms, a lot of long nights in the apartments, but it's worth it. You gotta love math.
Yeah. That one gets away. Hearthcock takes off to second base in there safely. Yeah, I'm taking physics right now. Bro, it could not take like that would be like I'm not can't even like my teacher talks about it. I'm like, absolutely not.
No,
Like, absolutely not.
I took physics last semester, decided I was going to take physics 2 over the summer through ACC because It was brutal, and I've been told from a lot of friends that I made the right decision. So
I,
very happy about that.
I'm not even using calculus in physics. We're doing
No.
strictly algebra still, and I couldn't imagine using calculus to, absolutely not. Curveball down the middle for strike one.
It's funny because all the classes, they have different names, and they seem super complex. It's literally just means math. Now, all the names just mean a different type of math.
Right. Miklicek 2-1, 2 outs here. Dragons threatening. You know, it's interesting to think through. Part of the reason that runners have
Fastball swung on, dribbler to third.
That's gonna be
Mazok's
trouble.
going to throws,
Throws it away.
overthrows, and that brings in Hearthcock to score the first run for the Dragons. And he goes to second base, standing up. Mazok didn't really have everything planted and just sails it over the first baseman for the Dragons' first run. That'll bring up 23, the third baseman, Luke Broadus.
Now batting for your Red Rock Dragons, third baseman, number 23.
I'm sure as a right fielder, you'd love to go back that up.
That was the worst. That was the absolute worst. You are always moving when you play right field.
There's a lot of throws going on
And
that direction.
even if you have no chance to get the ball, coach will yell at you for not being over
Yeah,
there.
you got to try.
It's brutal.
Slider down and away. Safe. Tries to back pick him. Miklinchek barely able to get back to the bag.
You know what's interesting about the both runs for both teams? I know now it's tied, so it's like 0-0, have been on errant throws to first base. 2 errors have created 2 runs for either team here.
Fastball swung on and fouled away to the fence for strike one.
There's been a lot of 2-out base runners for the Dragons.
Oh, how many home runs have you seen hit at this park, Brandon?
Like in games?
Like in game that you've seen hit here? Because we had a tournament, the first tournament of the year. I think I saw 8.
It was
teams.
definitely a Dragon Diamond record
Like
year.
it was crazy. And they were hitting them like one hit the scoreboard.
You know, they weren't barely clearing.
No. Like these were bombs.
I definitely saw a few when Secor was playing here.
Oh,
He would hit them a lot.
I remember that hit him
you know,
hitting that
walk-off.
tree against
Yeah.
Arlington. Or no, it was Allen.
I do remember that tournament our senior year, and I saw a ridiculous amount. Someone hit a home run
I
off
know
it.
you're
They hit
talking
a
about.
ton of home runs off
I
us.
remember playing second base. I think it was Friendship.
Yep.
I'm playing second.
Friendship.
You're playing
I think
right.
They hit like 3.
They hit 3, and we both kind of just looked. And I was like, oh.
No, it was. I will say, being a lefty, I absolutely love 314 to right field. It was in practice. It was the most
about
fun
to
thing in the
say.
world.
That one, a curveball is going to be called
Looks
ball
good,
3. It looked
but-
really good.
Again, one of those times the catcher doesn't catch it, the connection's not made. Sometimes umpires just won't reward that.
I think I got closer in BP hitting one to right field than I did to left field. I can never pull it straight 3-5. I always hit it near the 390 sign. And that's going to be a spin pickoff, no throw.
Miklicek again. This is why we wanted a runner out there. You're going to force him to kind of hurry up a little bit and living rent free in the back of his mind while he's trying to gain this out. And he's down in the count 3-1 to Broadus.
Swung on, hit really hard to center field. Camped under it for out number 3 as we go. Top of the 4th here, tied up 1-1 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back here in the top of the fourth. Dragons now tied up 1-1 here with the Raiders.
Cleanup batter number 13, Matthew Mabry.
Slider away for ball one. Both pitchers only giving up runs really on errors.
Yeah, it's really been a great pitching game for the most part. Strike one down the middle, just couldn't catch up with that 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball.
Curveball into the dirt, swung on for strike two.
You're up there going, oh, I just got beat by the fastball. Now I'm going to be ahead of it. And he throws the hook out there, has you chasing something in the dirt. 1-2 by Horvath, working quick.
Curveball up and away for ball two. We have seen bits and pieces of this lineup able to catch up to that fastball. Especially as you get later into the game, they start to see you more. This is the second time going through the lineup. Strike three, fastball, swung on and missed. For out number one here. That fastball at 91 miles an hour. Josh happily sitting 90 to 93 on the fastball. Dipping down to the low 80s with the curveball. Multiple scouts out here in attendance. We've seen a few MLB teams out here every so often.
Shortstop Kason Langerhans takes ball one outside. Kason, his first at-bat, hit a nice hard grounder up the middle, usually a hit. Harthcock makes a great diving stop, pops up, makes the throw for the out in that inning.
That one fouled away into the soccer field. Shout out to the women's soccer. They're playing at 7:30 against Lehman, at Lehman against, I believe they're playing Warren? Yeah, they're playing Warren.
Second round of the playoffs, correct?
Second round of the playoffs. They beat Westlake 4-1. That fastball
Ball's hit
swung
well.
on. Opple can't get there. It's going to fall.
Kason really seeing the ball well. Those are two great hits.
That one's going to drop for the fourth hit on the night for the Raiders. Keeps him at first, though.
Now batting for Cedar Ridge. Single base, number 3, Luke. Oh.
Cedar Ridge with a one-out single by shortstop Kason Langerhans. Aggressive lead out there at first. Draws the throw.
Brandon, you played right field. How was it out there with the guys in the trucks? I never got to experience that.
You know, it was actually really cool. If you don't mind people yelling at you and talking to you,
Runner's
Takes
going.
off. And he's going to be safe underneath the tag. Showed bunt. Looks like he's probably going to call that a ball, too. So,
You know, as players get faster, even if you are throwing 90, what really helps out your catcher is a little bit of a shuttle step, where you're working
fastball low for ball two.
maybe eliminate some of the high kick to give your catcher a chance, because that's time, if they get a good jump, that they're getting out ahead of the throw.
that was also a great fake bunt steal. That was the most effective stealing method that we had. The fake bunt
Fastball on the
Completely.
inside corner.
completely messes the catcher up. For guys that were stealing, it was probably the best way to get stolen bases.
Messes eyesight, kind of messes with the eyesight. Then you're just depending on people yelling, runner. Irwin battling up there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Luke playing second base, can play all over the infield. I know that he is a junior.
Tries to back pick him at second to no avail. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second here. Still knotted up 1-1. Squares to bunt. Lets it go for ball 3.
Cedar Ridge thinking about laying down a sacrifice just to get that runner over, knowing that you've got the sophomore Christian Olivas coming up, who had a great single up the middle, one of the harder hit balls so far this game, right back at Horvath.
That one's going to be popped up into the infield. Harthcock's going to go ahead and call it. And that'll be for out number 2. Squared up early. It was going to be a slash. just can't pop it up there. You kind of just got to let that one go. You had another strike to work with. Here we have 2 outs and man at second base. And here comes the older Olivas brother, Christian.
This is the
DH.
youngest.
Oh, this is the youngest?
This is
What?
the youngest.
Oh, my gosh.
The youngest. Yeah, the next one's the oldest. It goes
Noah's
in
the oldest.
birth orders like batting lineup order. Just easy way to remember it. But Christian sophomore, Noah up next.
Curveball up and in for ball 1.
Is a junior.
That one fouled away for strike 1.
Both teams, when they're able to get somebody on base, able to get them in the scoring position, very few innings have it ended with a runner on first. It's always been second or second and third. Dragons looking to get out of this inning.
Fastball swung on and fouled away again for strike 2. So, Brandon, anything that you've noticed that's changed about Round Rock or the city of Austin since now you're living in Fayetteville most of the time? You come back, things have got to change. What's changed?
I've got to say, everything feels the same. Very nostalgic, but it feels the same. Coming back to this school, seeing all the things Coach Carter has done with the place, it's really cool to see. I mean, the field looks amazing. The locker room looks amazing. But I feel like seeing things in Round Rock, it really does feel the same besides all the construction. There's way too much construction going on, especially around all the neighborhoods, and I don't like that as much. But other than that, it just feels like home.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. Throw down to first. Route number 3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here. Still knotted up 1-1 when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Now batting for your Dragons, leadoff hitter, number 21, Luke Rodriguez. Swung on and missed for strike 1, a fastball.
Dragons recording 1 hit
Be Cade Goddard's hit.
with Cade Goddard in the 6 hole, and then you've got the Raiders with 4 so far, through 4, and that's going to hit him.
That one's going to run up and in and hit him right in the shoulder blade. Luke Rod's a bigger man, so he'll be fine. That's a definitely needed batter, leadoff runner on base.
That's going to be huge for them. Seeing how much pressure has been on the pitcher with runners on 2 outs, having a runner on now with only 0 outs, first batter on. It's going to be a big opportunity now for the Dragons this inning.
And up comes number 9, the right fielder, the speedy Jace Kivett. Kivett, the younger brother of multiple Round Rock Dragon baseball alumni, looking to follow in those footsteps.
this perfect opportunity to use somebody like Jace with a drag bunt.
I mean, they're going to play the third baseman way up. I mean,
Look at the second
Yeah,
baseman
second
too.
baseman's way up too.
maybe you're looking for a push bunt or something. He's going to square, leave it away, and he's going to get the strike call on a curveball out. I don't blame him for leaving that one away.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, as a pitcher, something off speed or something cutting a little bit. A lot of opportunity to mess it up if you're a batter, pop it up, or just knock it foul. Kind of puts you back in the driver's seat as the pitcher. If not, you can see the strain it's putting on the defense with
Right.
this bunt coverage.
They are way up.
Tried to do some sort of play over here to no avail. Luke Rod didn't really get off the bag. I mean, Brandon, you're a lefty. You remember getting thrown in there to put it down a drag bunt or something.
Oh, absolutely. I would come into the game sometimes just to drag bunt. He's squaring around, and the third baseman and second baseman are past the pitcher.
Oh, and that ball gets
That pass
past
ball.
Riggs, and that kind of takes away a whole dynamic of that because they played the second baseman in real close to eliminate that push bunt. Third baseman in real close.
That ball gets away from Gordon.
That's a rare sight.
This is a big opportunity now to manufacture a run. I mean, you bunt him over. Now you're putting him on third base with only one out. That is a big opportunity now.
I still think you do it bunt. I think you just push it to third, make the pitcher field his position, see if Jace can leg it out.
Squares around to right back to the pitcher. Kivett down to first. And they're going to call him out. That was a close play, but it still moves a runner to third. And up comes the only hit of tonight, number 5, your center fielder, Cade Goddard. Goddard against Cedar Ridge went yard last time.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, center fielder, number
Remember
5,
when Hudson hit his home run
Goddard.
our senior year against Cedar Ridge?
I do.
Same
Yeah.
place. It's right over that
Okay.
scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw a curveball down and low and just
It's awesome. Good for him.
and so then Coach Reeves is gonna come out and protest something. There's nothing to really protest. I mean, it's because he's gonna be looking over there or for a play at third. It's
I
really
wonder
the
if they're
home plate.
protesting. It looked like he kind of double hit it on the bunt or something.
I was going to say the same thing. It bounced off the turf. It looked like it hit his bat again.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was out of the box yet.
And yeah, it's gonna be to no avail.
Perfectly executed bunt there by Jace. That was put in a perfect spot. You had infielders crashing.
Now comes the man on the 6-game hit streak, Cade Goddard.
Infield in for Cedar Ridge.
Also younger brother of Dragon alumni, Dylan Goddard, playing at University of Dallas. That fastball low for ball 1.
Not liking the bottom part of the zone at all. You probably hear
Cedar
that's
Ridge parents
Cedar Ridge
getting a little
parents, but
chippy.
it's the same way on both. He's not giving the knees at the plate.
That one low and away for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner at third. Big opportunity here for the Dragons. Goddard looking to hit something, deep fly ball. And that one crushed down the left field line, and that will be foul. That
Got a
ball,
hold of that one.
holy crap. That ball was destroyed.
That's a great 2-0 swing right there.
That's hacking if I've ever seen it. I mean, you wait a half second, that ball's over to the left fielder, probably hitting the wall. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here.
Infield is in. All of them are on the grass.
That one gets away from Briggs, doesn't know where it's at, and Luke Rod will coast into home for the second run of the game. That slider just got away from him. I would say that's more of a wild pitch. And now Goddard, 3-1 count, looking to mash. That's what he had last time when he hit a bomb. Hung a curveball. Dragons take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Looking to keep this going. Small meeting by Briggs. Guess they got mixed up there. On deck is the catcher, Quinn Bartholet. Have you gone into the PDC lately?
I've not.
They have that machine that you can like program RPMs and pitches in it
Really?
with an iPad. So it'll throw like whatever. Swung on, hit into the third hole. Goddard's going to be safe at first base. Langerhans waited too long on that one. Into the deep 6 hole. Third baseman dove, couldn't get there. Speedy Goddard gets there. Now up to bat the catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet.
Catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet.
Dragons doing some damage this inning. I believe all 3 runs now have been scored by a pass ball, which is so unusual for both these catchers. 2 for the Dragons and 1 for the Raiders.
That fastball low, not able to pick it for ball 1. I mean, this is just a rare sighting. You see them from both catchers, balls popping out of gloves, not being able to get in front of things.
Beautiful night for baseball.
Kickoff attempt. That's going to be thrown away again past the first baseman, and they're going to hold him up at second, put another runner in scoring position. So, Brandon, where's Ian?
He's at practice right
Oh,
now.
he's at practice?
He's at practice. Hopefully he will be here one day playing for Round Runner.
That's another runner that has advanced on an errant pickoff. There's been 1 to second, 2 to first. That's the third one by Mazok. He's doing a great job here at the plate. There's some cues being missed out on the base paths on pickoff moves here.
That one's going to be sharply hit. Coach Carter doesn't get in front of it, kind of on his heels. I'd like to see Coach Carter more on his toes, being able to field that ball.
Dragons looking to pick up 1 more insurance run. 1 run is just not enough in a rivalry game like this.
A big district standings game. I mean, Cedar Ridge 4-1, Dragons 3-2. This will even up that district standing. They're going to try a pick off at Goddard. Goddard sees it immediately, back in safe. Squares to bunt, doesn't get it down. That would have been a really good play there for the Dragons. That will be 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Quinn with 1 out, runner at second. Kind of just got to put anything in play here. Move a runner over to third base. I mean, we've seen what happens when you put pressure on this defense. There's 3 errors so far. Inside move, no throw. There'll be a slider into the dirt, not attempted at for ball 2.
Riggs doing a good job keeping that in front of him.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't ring him up. We've seen a swing like that get told it was a sling, so.
Yeah, and the other thing is he's not even appealing to the field.
Yeah, we saw that exact swing get rung up for Cedar Ridge.
2-2, 1 out. Dragons still in business here with only 1 out, facing the top of the lineup coming up on deck.
This has been a long inning for Mazok so far. That fastball into the dirt. Briggs able to block it.
3-2. Mazok starting to show a little bit of control problems later here in the 4th.
Yeah, he's close to 70 pitches, 68. This will be his 68th right here.
They've got a righty warming up in the bullpen right now.
Oh, he's at this will be his 69th pitch. Yes, got a righty up in the bullpen. Brandon was saying.
It looks like Reed Cox. I know that wind up a mile away. Rita Jr. they're looking to possibly bring in here in relief. Looking to try to get Mazok out of this inning.
I was a betting man. If he walks him, I wouldn't be surprised.
Absolutely. I think any runner on base right here, and he's gone.
Swung on and belted down the left field line.
That sounded like the PDC caught the brunt of that one.
It did. It did. Hey man, metal fences, they can deal with it. The PDC, what we're saying, is the Player Development Center that was built 2023. Yeah, our junior years. It was built that spring. We got to use it for majority of our junior season in 2023 and all of our senior year in 2024. That one down and away for ball 4. No motion from the coaches yet or the bullpen. And he's setting his stuff down. And out comes the pitching coach for Cedar Ridge. This is probably it for Mazok. They're probably going to bring in a reliever to face the leadoff hitter, number 29, Jack Oppel, hitless in this one with 1K and a ground out to second baseman. They're going to leave him out there. Oh, Lord. And it looks like Mazok's going to stay in there. He's at 70 pitches so far. Baker Jackson will come to run for the catcher, the young junior.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, left fielder, number 29, Jack Apple.
Looking for Oppel to get a hit here with one out. Also wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of drag bunt. Was able to put one down a few games ago against McNeil.
Yeah, definitely not the position you want to be in Cedar Ridge.
Top of the lineup coming up.
Top of the lineup, runners at first and second. Now still got a double play opportunity depending on how the Dragons approach this at bat.
Squares to bunt. That one's going to be low for ball 1.
Third baseman is staying put wisely. You can't surrender your base.
And they're going to have, I guess, Mazok cover that third base line in the second baseman
This
crash.
exactly, especially after knowing you've seen Mazok airmail a bunt earlier or a slow roller. This is exactly what you want. One of the faster left-handers on the team, a third baseman that's going to stay static.
That one hit
Jack
really well to
hammered
center
that
field. Chasing, tagging from second base. Goddard will make it to third. I mean, that ball was absolutely tattooed just right to the center
Fresh.
fielder. That will move a runner into scoring position here for the Dragons, which brings up number 12, the second baseman,
Next
JP
up for the
Casman.
Dragons, second baseman, number 12, JP Casman.
Beautiful night here in Round Rock. And they're going to say that he didn't. Yeah, they're going to say that he tagged. Beautiful night here in Round Rock, sitting at a comfortable 78 degrees. Not much wind. The flags are standing still so far. Casman, one of the most clutch hitters on this team. Be a big insurance run here. That fastball low is going to be called on strike 1.
That's the lowest strike we've seen him call just yet. Dragons desperately wanting this runner on third.
Carter giving signs, wondering if he's going to call a first and third play here.
That one, fastball again low, pops out of the glove for strike 2. That's the lowest strikes we've seen all day.
Second time in a row, unfortunately, for Casman. He's went out 0-2. That was the same story with his first at bat.
Just because he's a little bit shorter doesn't mean that low strike is a strike for him.
He's just not seen anything yet he can do something with, but now we're at a place where we're going to need to do something. 0-2, 2 outs, runners at the corners for the Dragons.
And I'm pretty comfortable with Casman 2-strike hitting, and they're going to pick him off at first.
That looked like an intentional get picked off, maybe.
And he's going to be, and they're going to say they got the run before he was tagged out.
Great call by Coach Carter there. That was
To
genius.
steal a run. Home plate umpire immediately said they got the run before he was out. That's perfectly executed.
That's great ball play. Now Casman gets another chance with start up there with an 0-0 count. He was down in 0-2. It was great calling by Coach Carter right there.
And still on the mound for the Dragons, Josh Horvath when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Shout out to Bunko Bob, who's given us, he's just shot me a text. So we wanted to say, Bunko, we're glad that you took a break from beating up on those old ladies in Bunko just to listen to Game Time broadcasting. We called you earlier. We nicknamed you now the Godfather of Game Time. So just so you know, big thanks to Bob Slocum. This is his dream to set this up and bring in you guys quality
That one low and away again.
workmanship here so you can watch games even when you're not there.
2 balls, no strikes. And so Bob currently leading the Bunko leaderboards. That's number 1 in the world. Only 17 in the tournament this year. That fastball away for 3 balls.
3-0 to Olivas. Struck out his first at bat. One of their juniors here for Cedar Ridge. On a full-on take here, I'm sure. That roll ball
Fastball
one's
will
in.
run in, and that'll be a leadoff walk. Not what you wanted to see after a big inning there from the Dragons.
Thanks for Cedar Ridge. Right fielder, number 4, Carter Copeland.
Up comes the right fielder, Carter Copeland. Wouldn't be surprised to see some trickery here.
Yeah, he's very fast. One of their outfielders. Plays center and right.
He's going to show bunt. Pulls it back for ball 1.
I would imagine if he gets a ball below his hands, he will be bunting here. I know you need 2, but you got to eliminate the double play. You've got, 3 innings, essentially the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Try to get that other run, but you've got to get somebody in scoring position.
Well, if I'm Coach Carter, if they're going to give me an out, I would take the out. I mean, that run matters, but it doesn't matter. It's
Absolutely.
not.
And you also have Josh Horvath on the mound.
So-
I definitely have a lot of confidence in him to bear down with the runner on second.
Pickoff attempt to no avail. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody out. Man at first base.
If you're listening and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Anytime we are bringing you all of the Round Rock Dragon varsity baseball this season. This will also continue into other varsity sports. That bunt is
popped up into the Raider dugout. There's one thing you can do to really make a coach mad is pop up a bunt.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do is because usually you're bunting with runners in position to give yourself up as an out. You don't want to give up your brothers on the bases as an out. 1-2 to Copeland.
That one down the middle doesn't get the strike call. That was real close.
Looks like it hanging up just a little bit. 2-2.
Curveball down the middle for strike 3, and the batter knows it for the first out of the inning. I believe that's his 4th strikeout of the game. I could be completely wrong, though.
Kai absolutely mashed the ball, stepped on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball to deep right center, 1 hop the fence. Kivett gave chase, almost came up with a great catch.
Definitely not the guy you want up to bat right now for the Dragons.
But you know why Coach Reeves was trying to sacrifice that around the way he's been hitting. He's been hot this series. Numerous extra base hits, put a guy in scoring position while he's at the plate. It's not a bad idea.
That fastball up and away for ball 2. My bad. Horvath has 8 strikeouts on the day. Off by half. Mazok sitting in only 2 strikeouts so far.
Dragons have been putting the ball into play.
That fastball up
They've
and
been
away
very
for ball
impressed
3.
with the Dragons' approach at bat. They've been taking balls and swinging at strikes, and they've been very disciplined. I think Coach Carter definitely talked to them about being disciplined today.
Where have you
about
heard that
working
before?
counts.
Take balls, hit strikes.
Absolutely. That was our motto senior year.
It sounds very simple, but that's the game really in a nutshell.
That fastball, it's been the same spot for the past 2 pitches. Finally gets the strike there.
3-1. Horvath trying to work himself back into this count without surrendering or putting a runner on second. With
Pick
still
off
part of their
attempt.
leadoff, you got Jake Shoemaker, another junior that's got a great swing, hits with a lot of power.
That one fouled away for strike 2. Horvath able to work himself back to a 3-2 count after going down 3-0.
This would be a huge strikeout.
Double play would be hard because of the speed of Rice. Swung on, and Quinn was able to field it and make the catch, but that's going to advance the runner to second base, but still a huge strikeout. That'll be his 9th of the game. And up comes number 2, Jake Shoemaker. Shoemaker lined out last time to Opple. Seemed to be some tension between Horvath and Shoemaker on the mound last AB. Horvath came up successful. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Cedar Ridge really trying to get that runner in to cut the lead to 1. Dragons trying to do the opposite here. Horvath, a good first pitch strike there against really some of the better hitters at Cedar Ridge.
That one, a curveball hung up, and he killed it foul down the right field line for 2 strikes. As a pitcher, you kind of wipe your brow there. You're like, ooh, got away with 1 right there, because it ain't very long out there to right field. It's only 314 feet. Like Brandon was saying, I mean, it's a launch pad here for lefties. Hasn't thrown a fastball yet. Fastball low.
Try
Ball
to
1.
juice that up by him just a little bit.
Brandon, when do you have to go back?
I go back Sunday.
Sunday. How's that drive?
7.5 hours. I usually do it later in the day, so I'm kind of coming in pretty late.
Curveball on the outside corner. Doesn't get the strike call.
It's nice.
Oh,
They're
he's
going to
called
call
a
a balk.
balk.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
they're saying he didn't pause. Not what you want to see here. No pitch, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guess he didn't come set.
He's been working very fast up there.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those situations where he's not even thinking about the runner at second. He's really zoned in on the batter trying to get this 1-2 pitch over the plate.
And I like Josh in the windup, though. So, wouldn't be surprised if you see a fastball here. Ooh, really close fastball. Called ball again.
Who's on the board? Runner at third for Cedar Ridge. Jake Shoemaker, 2-hole, facing off.
Curveball up in the zone. Doesn't get the strike call.
Just not breaking it off enough. It's just not coming down. That's the second one he's missed, and that high just outside. Almost trying to do kind of a back door here. 3-2, 2 outs.
Long time from Shoemaker. Strike 3 at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Josh shows some emotion out there, getting real hype for the Dragons to get out of a jam with a runner at third. Cedar Ridge will be scoreless in the top of the 5th as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dragons leading 3-1 when we come back. Up comes the leadoff hitter, number 12, J.P. Casman.
Gets new life now. He was down 0-2, but scoring the run and getting out, he now gets a fresh count.
Against a brand new pitcher, Reed Cox. That one high and up for ball one.
Junior fireballer. He's kind of come back from an injury his sophomore year. Didn't see too much action. Back to 100%. Now back into the rotation. He started some games for Cedar Ridge. Comes in relief a lot.
That one hammered into the 6 hole for a single here. I mean, that fastball at 88 miles an hour. JP not phased. Mazok's day will end as Cox comes in. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Next up for your Run Rock Dragons, shortstop, number 8, Drew Hearthcock.
Now comes Drew Hearthcock, the shortstop.
Here we are going to see this interesting bunt coverage Cedar Ridge does. They don't just charge the third baseman, they charge the second baseman. I'm not exactly sure why.
Horvath, don't know if he'll come back in, but right now his stat line, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. That one runs in, almost hits Hearthcock, gets away, but not enough for Casman to take second base. Dragons only have 3 hits, with Goddard having 2 of them.
Casman again, the reason he's in 2-hole. Nice solid contact there. Gets him leadoff single for the Dragons.
That fastball up again for ball 2. That one at 86, happily sitting 86 to 88 miles an hour on the fastball. Justin, correct me if I'm wrong. We saw him. He was the last reliever to come in.
He did. He did a
last
great
game.
job. Came in, threw 12 pitches, got 3 outs, 2 strikeouts, and a line out.
That one on the inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Starting to see the zone expand a little bit. Pretty packed house here at Round Rock. Coach Carter's going to call time, and they're going to put on Brandon Smith to pinch run for Casman. Brandon, a PO, but pretty fast on the base paths. Casman will still be able to hit and play. They're just going to pinch run him for now.
Hearthcock did get in here 2-1, no outs. New runner, some new legs out on first base in Brandon Smith.
That fastball up and in for ball 3. Score update for the junior varsity Dragons leading against Cedar Ridge 8-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon's going to take off. And that one's going to be ball 4. Almost hit him in the head.
Seemed to have some command issues on that at bat. Couldn't really find the zone. Wasn't really close. Heart of the lineup up now for the Dragons. I mean, looking to do some damage. You got runners on first and second with no outs.
I mean, yeah, he's thrown 2 strikes. One's been hit for a single, and the one was taken, and then he walked him. Up comes number 15, the designated hitter, Brooks Miklinchek. Miklinchek had a clutch, swinging bunt that they made an error on. Scored the first run. Miklinchek, one of the heart and souls of this lineup and the pitching staff, only given up 1 run his last outing against Cedar Ridge. A very good lineup as a lefty. Squares to bunt. Leaves it away as a slider for ball 1.
Not a bad pitch, really, especially knowing that they're going to bunt. That must have just missed.
Yeah, Miklinchek had a gem of an outing last week when I believe 5 2/3 or 6 innings almost, 1 given up.
The ball's above his hands. He wisely lets that one go.
And they're going to say he didn't go. They're say he pulled it back just in time for 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second. Having a little trouble commanding the zone here. It'll be his 6th straight ball. Squares again. That ball's going to be up and away for ball 3. Yeah, I would not be surprised if he's given the full take here. So, Brandon, since you've gone to some Arkansas games, what's it like seeing dudes who just sit easily in the 94, 95?
It is
touching a 99,
It is so
100
impressive.
range.
You will look up at the scoreboard and you look at the big screen and you see the batting average, and there's like hardly anyone under 300. I mean, they're huge.
Ball
You've got
4.
guys running it up to 95, 96. It is absolutely insane to see.
And they're going to bring in Juan Bracho to pinch hit for Luke Broadus here with no outs. Juan Bracho, a senior transfer from McNeil, super hot in the tournament games. Hasn't really gotten an opportunity so far in the district games. I mean, he's a first pitch fastball swinger.
Except for the Round Rock Dragons.
That'll be 2 walks straight here after a hit from Casman to load the bases with no outs. Coach Reeves will take a stroll to the mound.
They've got a lefty in the pen warming up right now.
I'll say your biggest thing right here is you need to start throwing strikes.
Looks like he's going to be going in.
So, yeah, and out comes Cox, and in comes, let's look. Can't see a number.
20-something.
28. Number 28. Who's that on the roster for Cedar Ridge?
28 for Cedar Ridge is Brock Wojtek,
Brock Wojtek.
another junior left-hander.
I actually played with Brock at one point. He played up. His dad, Dr. Wojtek, played baseball at Baylor, played at Round Rock High School, and he's a chiropractor now on, I think it's Rosebud or, yeah, it's somewhere down there, but Wojtek Chiropractic, look them up. I went there many a time for my shoulder back in the day. Haven't had a problem since. We're going to take a short break here when we come back.
As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, bottom of the 5th here. Bases loaded, no outs for Juan Bracho. Pinch hitting for Luke Broadus. Swung on, and I'll be fouled in the catcher's mitt for strike 1. A big swing and a miss.
Carter trying to see if he could change some things up here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That fastball catches the corner. That strike was stolen. Good Lord. Good frame by Riggs.
Good frame by Riggs. And left-hander, Wojtek's got some run on his fastball, so it looks started a little bit on the outside, kind of ran off. Riggs did a great job framing it. 0-2.
That fastball almost comes in and hits him. Able to leave it for ball 1. That pitch at 84 miles an hour. Swung on and fouled away into the parking lot. Some poor parent who doesn't know to not park over there.
Brock Wojtek coming in again, one of their junior pitchers, left-hander, working quick, but able to get ahead 1-2. Here's the pitch.
That curveball gets the outside
Wow.
part of the zone, and they try to back pick him, and he's safe
Oh.
at first. It's a good try. Great throw, but not able to get him. Curveball, guess, just hit the outside part of the zone. And up comes the first baseman, number 21, Luke Rodriguez. This is one where I really want to see him put hardwood to the ball. He loves to go opposite field. Would like to see him hit something in that 355 gap.
Anything in the air here will score a run.
Fastball swung and missed at 84 miles an hour.
Looked like it kind of got him a little quicker than he thought. A little behind that one.
I mean, my best guess is he was trying to sick curveball. I mean, this is your 5-hitter. You're kind of expecting a curveball. Not many fastballs are going to get thrown to this guy. That fastball into the dirt. Briggs able to block it in front of him, back to the pitcher. Kind of a weird night here at Dragon Diamond. No wind whatsoever coming in or out. Flags straight down.
Yeah, every once in a while you get a little bit of a breeze, but for the most part, it's a really beautiful night. Probably mid-70s.
Swung on, popped up into right field foul territory. Brandon's going to tag. Oh, that one's going to caught. Brandon tagging from third. He's going to be safe at home. And that'll do a job as a runner, as Hearthcock moves from second to third as well, putting the Dragons up by 3, 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
You know, something Coach Carter used to teach us was if you're playing left or right field and you see a ball like that foul, sometimes it's actually better just to let it go so the run doesn't score.
That's a tough throw to make. I mean,
Definitely.
you really only have a chance if you're a lefty on that
Right.
ball.
That's a ball. That one's one you probably have to catch, but a little deeper, and you're probably going to have to let that one go.
That's a ball you kind of have to have an Aaron Judge arm to make that throw.
Yeah, I think strategically, coach is really kind of kicking himself there. That may be one that you let drop. I don't know. Bases are loaded.
I think in a 3-1 ball game, especially you got 2 more opportunities, you kind of just have to take your chances and let it drop.
This is a guaranteed run. Like you're
Right.
kind of gambling with that, but you're right. If you catch that, it's deep enough to do a job, even in foul territory.
So now you see the infield talking about that first and third play they just got hit with a few innings ago. They're a little worried.
Well, with 2 outs.
That fastball down the middle for strike 1 at 85 miles an hour. Up to bat, the junior Baker Jackson.
We don't know if he's checking in for good. He was running for Quinn Bartlett earlier, now coming in and at least a designated hitter role, but also is a good outfielder, so he might join us on defense as well.
I mean, you got to think that that's going to be fouled away. You got to think he's hitting for Kivett, who's a lefty, and so you want the better matchup here. Kivett is a left-handed batter, so obviously you want the better matchup. Down 0-2 early.
Last time we saw the situation, they ran something first and third, so we'll definitely be watching that. But
it's a little different when you get a lefty. You can still pick off, but I would just let it go and go after the batter at that point.
not a big lead from the guy on first here.
Swung on, hit sharply, past the second baseman. That's going to score a run. And they're going to leave a man at second base. Baker Jackson comes in on his pinch hit, gets an RBI to extend the Dragon lead to 5-1 here. Just out of reach of the second baseman. Looks like he knocked the wind out of him a bit.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons center fielder, number 5, Cade Goddard.
And now comes the Dragon hit leader in this game with 2 hits so far, Cade Goddard. They're going to give that second baseman some time to catch his breath. Looked like he landed real hard on that dive.
That's Luke Irwin Jr. completely laid out there. Sometimes it catches you weird if you're not ready for the impact, kind of takes your breath away, giving him a second to recover. Dragon with 2 outs, scratch 2 this inning, making a 5-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th.
Looking to keep it going for Goddard. Hardball up and away for ball 1.
Wojtek's done a good job overall, kind of coming in and throwing strikes. Forced this to pop out to left field or to right field out of bounds. getting some outs, but kind of put in a position with no outs and runners.
That fastball left up.
Bases completely loaded.
Two balls, no strikes to Goddard. Swung on and missed for strike one. That was a big hack.
If you think about how this inning started, we had leadoff J.P. Kasman belt a single, put some pressure on the pitcher, and then from there was 2 walks, and then he got the hook. But it really set us up. We talk about that leadoff runner getting on is so important. Changes the defensive structure, changes your pitcher catcher relationship.
Yeah, this is 3 straight innings of scoring for the Dragons. I mean, all in the bottom of the third, fourth, and fifth. 1 run, 2 runs, and another 2 runs this inning.
So far, Dragons looking here to extend the inning 3-1. Hitters count to one of the better hitters tonight anyway in the lineup.
That curveball almost comes in and gets him. Still ball 4, and that will make the bases loaded here. 2 outs for the catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet. This is the matchup you want to see here for Quinn.
Next up for the Dragons, catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet.
On behind him on deck will be this senior left fielder, Jack Oppel. Hopefully Quinn can keep this offensive machine rolling. That one swung on and fouled away into the parking lot.
Shout out to Dylan Goddard for tuning in. Watching his brother out there go 2 for 2 with a walk. I've got to say, I mean, watching Cade Goddard and Dylan Goddard both play, I mean, I've got to say, I got to give it to Cade Goddard. I mean, he's just an absolute baller. Sorry, Dylan. I mean, I know you're playing in college and all, but I think Cade's got you beat.
Yeah, there's one thing that I've noticed. Dylan doesn't say a lot. Cade doesn't say a lot whatsoever. They keep to themselves.
These dudes will go to work, though. They're both incredible workers, and they also have a lot of mannerisms. I've had the pleasure of watching them both come through the program for years, and you could almost put them side by side.
I mean, the only difference really is that, Dylan's a little bit taller. That's about it.
Second base, outfield, yeah.
Kind of the same swing from what I've seen. Just very dependable bats.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Dylan, why don't you comment something on the YouTube chat, man? That'll be ball number 3 into the dirt.
Hitters count again. This is one of those innings that the Raiders are trying their best to get out of. Dragons are trying to keep it going. Nowhere to put them. 3-1.
I mean, do you remember Dylan hitting the home run in high school? I
don't.
I know Cade has.
He never did.
Cade hit a bomb last game, so you're right. I think Cade's got the edge.
Absolutely.
Dylan, I'm not going to let him do that to you.
That ball swung on.
Oh, wow.
Great catch by the third baseman. That would have scored 2 easy. Still, the Dragons are able to scratch away 2 here in the bottom of the 5th as we go to the top of the 6th. Dragons leading 5-1 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Up to bat number 18, the catcher, Riggs Gordon here. Josh Horvath still on the bump. He's at 84 pitches so far. Having himself a really good outing. Five innings pitched of 1-run baseball.
Dragons able
86
to, on the scorecard, at least match the Cedar Ridge hits at 4 apiece.
That fastball low for ball 1.
Cedar Ridge struggled a little bit with control there. The top of this inning, Dragons able to tack on a couple more, giving Josh a little bit more breathing room here, 5-1.
That fastball on the outside corner at 87 miles an hour. Slowing down just a tad bit. I mean, that last inning, he hit at 93 again. Not much drop off here from the senior. That curveball doesn't get enough. Ball 2. Fastball on the outside corner doesn't get the call. That was real close.
Visibly a little annoyed on the mound there after that one.
I would be too.
Yeah, he's like, where else do you want me to put it? The big white plate?
That one's going to be a walk. It'll be his second walk on the day. Not the end of the world. The tying run is still in the dugout for the Raiders. Really what's killed the Raiders so far has been those 3 errors. I mean, those errant pickoffs and then that one assailed throw by Mazak. Pinch runner comes in for Riggs. That fastball is going to be up into the air, popped up. And that's going to fall out of play for strike 1. Luke Rod gave chase.
Horvath coming this inning facing the 3-4-5 with Gordon, Mabry, and then Kaysen Langerhans, who's been swinging a hot bat for Cedar Ridge.
That slider gets away. Quinn able to get in front of it, though, for ball 1. Wouldn't be surprised if this is Horvath's last inning of work. He's somewhere in the 90 pitch range so far. 94.
It's good to see him stretching out there a little bit as we get a little bit later in the season. We're certainly going to need him.
That fastball swung on and missed for strike 2.
Certainly
1 ball, 2
going
strikes.
to need him to dip a little bit later in the innings in some of these district and then postseason.
This is what I expect from Josh. I mean, minimal walks, tons of strikeouts, and he goes a long distance. That one's he's gonna tap a curveball into the 6 hole on a 2-strike count. And that most likely will be it for Josh. And that's just good hitting there by the hitter. Just put it where they aren't. It looks like they're going to bring in the junior number 11, Weston Andraka. Had a really good outing against Vista Ridge to keep them in the first game. McNeil had a little bit more rough of an outing. But Josh has a really good outing keeping this Raider team to 1 run through 5. Let's look at the final stat line. Josh gives 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, no earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. If that's not a really good outing, I don't know what is. We're going to take a short break here.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today. and go Dragons.
We've got some senior assassin happening down there. I just saw the rider sledge come out and spray people with a water gun. I don't know where he went now. Apparently they were reset after spring break because the rules were messed up. I don't know.
Interesting.
So in comes the lefty junior. That one up and away for ball one.
Weston, one of our juniors, left-handers, usually throws between 85, 87 on his fastball. He's got some nice tail on that fastball. That one's a little bit low at 2-0. Really, this is looking to be Cedar Ridge's best opportunity here to cut this lead a little bit by the Dragons. 5-1, 2 runners on, no outs.
That fastball low gets the strike. And that one's going to be back picked, thrown into center field, but doesn't take off for third. Goddard able to get there in time. That's a scary play.
2 balls, 1 strike now.
Really, you're looking for a rollover here. Try to get a double play for the Dragons. Tying run on deck for the Raiders. That fastball doesn't catch enough of the plate on the outside corner for ball 3.
Weston has a really nice curveball, some good off-speed stuff. Haven't seen much of it yet. Of course, he's battling from behind here.
Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2.
Great pitch location there. Just catching the outside corner. Takes the full count, no outs. Dragons look for their first out of this inning.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. Out number 1. That's a very big out for Weston to come in. No outs. Runners at first and second and get a strikeout immediately. Coming back, especially down 2-0, 3-0.
It's a great job. Weston, great kid. Funny story, actually. When I was a senior, he was a freshman, and we both took a class together. It was supposed to be like a stretching class.
Oh,
but turns out we got totally bamboozled into a dance class.
Jack took that
so,
class.
yeah, we did ballerina, we did tap dancing. I mean, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, really got to bond with the kid. It was a great experience. You should totally ask him about it.
Why aren't there more videos of this out there, Brandon?
There definitely are.
That fastball on the outside corner doesn't get the call. We've seen that call go both ways. Strike or no strike.
Still a good start. Good. That's what you call a good miss, just off the plate. 1-0 to Luke Irwin, second baseman for Cedar Ridge.
That fastball up for ball 2. We'd like to see him start off with more strikes.
Getting that first pitch strike is huge.
That curveball into the zone for strike 1. Maybe a give me makeup call.
There's that curveball we were just talking about. Dropped about 6 inches.
They're going to get another strike call there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weston slowly working back on his hitter. Some activity in the Dragon bullpen.
Weston doing a good job battling back here with 2 off speed. There's the third one, just fouled off.
Curveball able to get like a half panic swing there for foul. And Weston wants that ball back. And he's asking for that ball. Gets it. Pitchers are really particular about the ball they use, you know, whether they like a lace that's a little bit higher.
Oh, he's going to check the ball now. Umpire's going to check. He's just going to find out that Weston is just strangely superstitious.
Absolutely. I will say
There's no foul play
It
here.
really
This is-
doesn't.
I've played
using-
with Weston for 10 years, and this is not unusual for Weston.
Absolutely.
Using substance doesn't really work until you start throwing a lot harder. So, strike 3 on the curveball, perfectly located. Showing a little bit of emotion out there. 2 strikeouts in a row for Weston, battling back in both counts. Here comes Christian Olivas, the younger.
The younger,
The younger.
of the Olivas
Got it right.
family here.
Got it right.
Weston
So,
doing a
only took
fantastic
me-
job coming in. Runs at first and second, getting 2 strikeouts right away.
Swung on and missed
That
on another curveball.
curveball is just dirty right now.
Weston's feeling himself out there. Looks reminiscent of a lefty Brandon Slocum on the mound.
Except I threw about 20 miles an hour slower.
Another curveball. Ooh, middle in
Oh.
doesn't get the call. I really
Really a great pitch.
don't like to say much about umpires.
I've got Hudson
That's a-
texting me talking about the class, the dancing class. Making reference to it. I don't think he ever had to take it. He probably would have crawled under a table somewhere.
I was the only senior in the class, so I hung out with all the freshmen. Weston and his buddies were in it, but we had a blast. I mean, it was fun. We would dance for about 50 minutes and then get to play basketball the rest of the time. It was awesome.
Well, I heard what my mom was telling me. It was supposed to be Coach Rod was supposed to take over a new
Yep.
class and do some sort of like athletic stretching, like, you know, stuff like that. And then one of our coaches left or something, so he had to fill in another spot. And so they gave it to the dance teacher.
Yep.
And she just took it and ran, and it became a dance class where you stretch, but more dance.
2-2.
So,
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll be 3 straight strikeouts for Weston Ondraka. Looking very reminiscent of that Vista Ridge outing as we go to the bottom of the 6th here. Dragons still leading 5-1 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Up comes Big Ears himself, Jack Opple. For those that don't know,
I can feel the brotherly love.
for those that don't know, when he was younger, even now, he has some really big ears. He can catch actually, what's that radio? 99.8. Pretty sure he gets that.
He gets AM
He
and
gets
FM.
FM. I mean, Bobby Bones show.
Wojtek still out there. Starts off with a ball to Jack 1-0.
That fastball on the outside part of the
Ooh.
corner.
That actually looked pretty good. Did not get the call for Wojtek. Will take it 2-0.
I guess just a bit low.
Jack seems to might be on a straight take until he gets a strike here to see if we can pressure some base runners.
Big hack there.
Maybe not. That surely was not a take. 2-1. He liked that high fastball. I think Jack 0 for on the day, but it's hit the ball hard, really deep to center field. I believe his second at bat. Struck out his first at bat.
That's going to be a fastball on the outside corner for strike 2.
That's probably the best pitch we've seen. It started kind of out, and then with his left-handed run running into the Jack being a left-handed batter over the middle of the plate.
Swung on and fouled away.
Just tipped that ball.
I mean, this is not a matchup you want lefty on lefty. That curveball or slider just goes right away from him.
It's breaking away from him.
He's already choked up on the bat in a 2-strike count. It just makes it even harder. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Opel up to bat. Swung on again and fouled away.
Good pitch by Wojtek. Even better defensive swing by Jack. He's not trying to put a lot on it. He's just trying to foul that one off. 2-2.
Really here you're looking for that low and away fastball to hit into the 6 hole. There is a big hole in the middle of the field, though. And like I
There it
said,
is.
flare down the left field line. They're going to
Just
call
foul.
it foul. Wow. I thought it was fair.
Just foul.
He's legging it out like it's a double, and they're going to call it a foul ball. Maybe by a few inches at most. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here for Opel. Dragons leading this one 5-1.
I think if you're Wojtek, you got to try to break something off on the inside of the plate, knowing that he's got, and there he goes.
Fastball away.
That ball rolls out, but if he's Riggs set up on the very inside corner of that plate, I think they were looking for something with on that left-handed, got that run on it, maybe that might even break in on his hands to get an out. But now we're 3-2, full count here.
It's definitely a quality at bat so far for Opel. Able to foul off lots of pitches. Swung on, hit up the middle. Langerhand's not able to come up with it. That'll be the Dragons' 5th hit of the night. Up comes number 12, the second baseman, J.P. Kasman.
Next up for the Dragons, second baseman, number 12, J.P. Kasman.
Dragons have a runner on here in the bottom of the 6th. A Jack Opel single. Squares to bunt, puts it down to the pitcher. And they're going to get him at second.
Still got him. That's a wasted bunt, unfortunately. Good play by Wojtek. Good communication defensively, offensively, not what you want to see.
And into pinch hit for Drew Hearthcock. Joey Roboto, the senior catcher.
Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons, designated hitter, number 14, Joey Roboto.
Roboto got an at-bat against McNeil last series. Put good wood on it, just not enough to get over the center fielder. Dragons now have 1 out, still a man at first base.
Carter giving some folks a chance to get up. Try to scratch a run here. 1 out now. Sacrifice bunt did not work to our advantage.
Swung on and fouled away down the third baseline.
Like
Strike one.
Robato's aggressive approach here.
It was a great first pitch swing right there.
And Robato's got some power to him.
Roboto, our number 2 catcher, right behind Quinn, another senior, 2 good senior catchers.
That fastball middle in up, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here, 1 out.
Didn't like that. He thought it was a little bit high, but he's found himself an 0-2 hole here. Wojtek in command at this at-bat so far.
That curveball up and away for ball 1. Good take by Roboto.
Looks like we have another substitution coming up. Looks like Josh Horvath. Nope, sorry.
Still Micklin.
Still Micklin on deck.
Well, I think if Horvath were to bat, he'd have to stay in. Because
Yeah,
you'd have once you
probably
re-enter,
right.
you have to stay in. Because he pitched earlier. He pitched a really good outing, 5 innings, 10 strikeouts. So if you come out, you come back in, I think in any facet, you have to stay in the rest of the game.
One two to Roboto, still runner at first, stranded after a failed sacrifice bunt.
That fastball runs in for ball 2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with a man at first for Roboto.
Casman with a big lead over at first, that last pitch.
Swung on, popped up into the infield. Second baseman's going to get underneath it for the catch. Out number 2, up comes the designated hitter, number 15, Brooks Miklinchek.
Next up for the Dragons, designated hitter, number 15, Brooks Miklinchek.
And it looks like they're going to keep on deck as Juan Bracho batting for Luke Broadus. Looks like they're going to keep him and move him to third.
He was at third last inning.
He was. I didn't notice. I was focused
was
on
at third.
Weston dealing.
Didn't need any help over at third when you strike out 3 straight.
Pickoff attempt at first. Casman back safely.
Dragons now 2 outs. Here inning started very promising with a leadoff single by Oppel. Forced out by a sacrifice bunt. A little bit too hard right back to the pitcher. That ball runs low. And then last out was a pop-up second base by Roboto. What looked to be very promising is now going to be a little bit more of a struggle for the Dragons to try to get another insurance run in the bottom of the 6th.
That one's going to get by Riggs, and they're going to keep him there. That one's a hard one to read from first base.
Yeah, it's when it's rolling directly away from you. You can't tell how far away it is. You certainly don't want to get your last out at second base, take the bat out of your 4-hole batter's hands here. So 2 balls, no strikes.
That ball up for ball 3.
3-0 on a straight take here. Carter's giving the universal take sign. No secret. Got third baseman Juan Bracho on deck here, hoping to get his shot again at the plate.
That fastball down the middle for strike 1.
Kind of reset and drilled that one. Wojtek said, I'm not ready to quit yet. Try to work his way back into this count. Miklinchek with the green light for sure if it's a strike.
That one fouled away into foul territory,
It's going to
giving
be
chase.
unreachable.
Yeah, that's kind of in that triangle of doom, not able to get there. New life here for Miklinchek. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Three, 2 outs. Casman this time for sure will be moving on the pitch.
Just got to make sure he goes home first with the lefty.
Yeah, he can't get too far out there. In the pitch.
That'll be ball 4. And up comes the senior third baseman, Juan Bracho.
Next up for your Round Rock Dragons, third baseman, number 6, Juan Bracho.
Bracho had a hot start to the spring season. Hasn't got much action in district play. Looking for him to heat up. It's always nice to have a good bat on the bench. Curveball up and away. Gets the strike call for strike 1.
A little questionable. I mean, Bracho's not super tall. That ball looked like it broke late. Might have caught some of the plate, but looked like he would have been swinging like a tennis racket at it, shoulder high as it crossed. 0-1 to Bracho.
That fastball, back pick, not in time. They're going to take third. That's heads up baseball from Casman. They want to back pick first to take third. First and third here for the Dragons. Still leading 5-1. So they're Coach Carter's gonna talk to the umpire about something.
I think he's going to ask to see if that was any kind of movement there by the pitcher.
We're just asking him to keep an eye on something.
Bracho back in the box, 1-1, 2 outs here. Runners at the corners now after a back pick from Riggs Gordon allowed
Some
JP
insurance.
to get over to third.
Some insurance would not be too bad here. Dragons have 4 runs right now of insurance, looking to add a few more. That fastball on the inside part of the corner.
Oh.
That's a late strike call.
He looked a little indecisive there. Anyway, takes the count. 2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You've got runners at first and third for the Dragons here, threatening again late in the 6th.
That'll be ball 3 down in the dirt. 3-2, 2 outs here. Runners at first and third.
Dragons really being disciplined here, even when they are making outs. They're taking the pitchers deep in the count, really making them throw strikes. Bracho with 3-2, 2 outs here.
Takes off. Swung on and missed for strike 3 on an outside fastball. As we go to the top of the 7th, the last chance for the Raiders. Down by 4. Dragons leading 5-1 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back here at the top of the 7th. The Raiders down to their last 3 outs. Weston still on the bump after coming out 3 Ks earlier. Swung on miss for strike 1.
Got him to chase a little bit on that. Left-handed fastball, 2-seam with some run there, kind of high and outside. Got Noah to chase. Third baseman for the Raiders.
Fastball low and away for ball 1.
Defensive, you got Bracho at third, Hearthcock short, second base Casman, and first base Luke Rodriguez all set.
Curveball low, doesn't get the swing for ball 2.
Outfield, looks like in right field, you've got Baker Jackson, center field still Cade Goddard, and left field, senior 29 Jack Oppel.
That fastball low again for ball 3.
3-1. Not unusual for West to work a little bit behind here. That's one thing I know that coach is working with him on. He's done a good job, though, coming back in the count. Perfect example right there. 3-2 now.
This game was kind of against Cedar Ridge, at Cedar Ridge, kind of ended in some fireworks with a double play. Curveball up, They're going to call that ball for be his first walk of the night.
Now batting from the Raiders, right fielder, number 4, Carter Copeland.
Up to bat, Carter Copeland. Hasn't had much success for the Raiders tonight. Still a pretty packed house here. Very similar score to last meeting between these two teams. That one swung and fouled away for strike one.
Good first pitch strike there. Definitely want to get ahead of this hitter getting out. You've got the top of the lineup coming up next. Definitely important to be going into that with an out.
Tying run still in the dugout for the Raiders. They're going to try to pick off. Almost kind of trips on himself. That throws low. He might get him. This is a big district standings game right here. That's going to be fouled away, popped up, out of play for strike two. Weston has him now down 0-2. Strike three doesn't get him on the back pick. Still gets the strikeout. It'll be his 4th strikeout in 5 batters. Weston wants a new ball.
Now batting for the Raiders, left fielder, number 6, Kai Rice.
And up comes the leadoff hitter for the Raiders. Number 6, Kai Rice, absolutely mashes. He's gone 2 for 3 with a double and a single and a strikeout so far. Kind of the heart and soul of their offense.
Really a picture perfect.
He's the only one to cross the plate so far for the Raiders.
And a great leadoff guy. Swings for contacts, hits the ball with power, but also really fast. He gets on the base pass and kind of disrupts the pitcher.
Tries to bunt. Curveball's not going to get enough of the zone. I didn't think he pulled back in time, but yeah, Mountain View's going to get a really good player out of Kai Rice. I believe that's where he's committed right now. A junior college up in Dallas. Curveball on the outside part of the plate. Strike one.
His signs were as soon as, because we did walk one there, take till you get a strike, see if we can force a couple more base runners. You're just trying to advance the lineup, playing from behind by 4 runs.
Tries to lay down a drag bunt. To no avail. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Weston in command here. See if he can log another strikeout. He's had 4 strikeouts in 5 batters.
That one hit well into right field. Baker Jackson camping underneath it. And that'll be out number 2. The Raiders down to their last out in this one.
Now batting for Cedar Ridge, center fielder, number 2, Jake Shoemaker.
And up to bat number 2, Jake Shoemaker, the center fielder. Last at bat was a strikeout. Weston able to retire 6 out of the 7 batters he's faced so far. That one fouled away for strike one.
Another one of those 2-seam fastballs that kind of runs into you.
Little panic swing.
Wes, as superstitious as he is, he wants that ball. The umpire tried to give him 2 different ones. He's like, no, I like that
He's
one.
like, no, I see what you're doing. That's my
I like
ball.
that one. This isn't. It's not like you're hiding the ball under the cup and moving around. I know it's there. I want that one.
This is my ball. This ball's mine.
He said, I'm taking this one the distance. No balls, 1 strike. Shoemaker, number 2 hole batter, and he hits him. He might want a new ball now. He plunked him with that curveball, just did not break at all. That's going to bring up 3-hole hitter Riggs Gordon.
It's kind of like, this is my ball. There are
He
many
still
like
wants
it.
the ball.
This is my ball. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Up comes Riggs Gordon, the catcher for Cedar Ridge. 2 outs here. Runners at first and second.
Played any base if you're out in the field.
Throws inside for ball one.
That ball runs in on him. Those 2 straight balls in on the batter here. West just needs to take a deep breath here, kind of reset. He's pitched a great relief inning and a half so far, inning and 2/3.
That fastball low for strike one. Strike two.
That one right down Main Street. Just a beautiful fastball.
Down to their last strike.
Like to see that nice curveball he's been throwing all last inning. Hadn't seen much of it this inning yet.
That changeup doesn't catch enough of the zone for ball two.
Who's on the board? Cedar Ridge. Staring down the barrel here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Trailing by 4 in the pitch.
Swung on. Hasman not able to make the play. And that's a hard play. That's going to load the bases here with 2 outs. Tying run at the plate.
It was a great stop by Casman. Not much you can do about that one.
That'll be the 6th hit on the night. And they're going to, looks like they're going to bring in someone to close this one out. Looks like they're going to bring in somebody from the field. And they're going to bring in Drew Hearthcock. Move Brockcho over to short and Maddox at third.
Personnel update for your Round Rock Dragons. Now pitching number 8, Drew
At third, yeah.
Hearthcock.
Hearthcock getting his second save opportunity here for the Dragons. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned,
So here we
proudly
are.
Round Rock.
No balls,
Call
no
River Rock
strikes, 2 outs.
Landscaping.
Bases juiced for the 4-hole Cedar Ridge. Matthew Mabry. Defensive changes. Maddox DePriest in at third.
Swung on and missed for strike one. Fastball down the middle.
J.P. Casman moved over to short. Juan Baracho over to second. Swings and missed for strike one here.
That one's going to be swung and fouled away. 2 quick strikes for Hearthcock. Looking to end this one real quick. Raiders down to their last strike. Swung on. Diving catch from Maddox DePriest to end it here. Wow, what a play.
That was a hit-saving catch. Amazing catch.
That was a
there.
run-saving catch right there from Maddox DePriest. Exactly why you put him out there, and that will improve the Dragons after they sweep Cedar Ridge to 4-2 in district, giving themselves a chance still at that district championship.
That's the ball game, folks. Thanks for joining us.
We're going to go over some stats here real quick. Horvath goes 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Andrejka goes 1 2/3, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Harscock goes 1/3 with a 5-3. Out number 3. Dragons will prevail in this one 5-1. Getting out hit 6-5, but not giving up the errors. Cedar Ridge did have 3 errors, only to 1. Horvath went 96 pitches. Andrejka went 37. Harscock threw 3. Goddard, the only multi-hit Dragon tonight. 2 hits. Casman had a hit. Opple had a hit. Let's see. And Baker Jackson had a crucial RBI late in the game as well. Overall, really good game by the Dragons to hop back after that crushing loss to McNeil a series ago, able to take down the district leader that was 4-0, able to sweep them. A very good pitching staff that they have over there. That one proved the Dragons, I believe, to 13-8 on the season.
Yeah, overall a good game. Josh Horvath coming in, pitching really well, kind of setting the stage there for Dragons. What's interesting about this game was the first 3 or 4 runs were all scored on pass balls.
Pass balls,
So,
wild pitches, however you want to score
wild
them.
pitches, pass balls. Cedar Ridge, they really had an issue on pickoff moves. Number of times really eliminated potential double play positions when you throw the ball away with the runner at first, allowing us to get to second, maybe even threatening because of how big the out of bounds area is, even to third potentially. But Dragons really coming through, staying consistent at the plate, getting hits when they needed to, and really taking advantage of mistakes. Push them to 5 runs in to 1. They sweep the Cedar Ridge in the series. Really a huge district statement coming back after dropping 1 to McNeil.
And I want to touch on this. The Dragons only had 4 strikeouts and walked 7 times compared to the Raiders striking out 14 times and only walking 3. So it just shows you how this Dragon team, this lineup has matured and they're able to take balls and not get so antsy up at the plate. And it also helps when you've got a guy like Josh who will come in and just deal. Absolutely deal. And then Weston comes in and deals. And then you got a closer, Harscock gets the final out. No one ever remembers how it happened. Just remember on the scorebook, it's an out.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's a great team win by the Dragons. A close one early. Dragons kind of pulled away later. Dragons now sit firmly at 4-2 in district. Don't know if they're leading district because I don't think Vandergrift's lost a game. Well, we can check that actually. Some district. Let's see. I believe the Vipers are losing in the bottom of the 7th to Vista Ridge 2-0.
So Vista Ridge threatening to give them their first loss.
First loss in district. Just don't know how that would shake out. They've already, as of now, if Vista Ridge wins this game, that series would be split. Westwood, I don't know who they're playing tonight. They played Manor. They won that game against Manor. McNeil played Stony Point tonight, won that game 4-3. They sweep Stony. So don't really know. I believe the Dragons should be in the top 3 for the district seeding so far. But a great team win by the Dragons. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. Dragons win 5-1 against Cedar Ridge as they take the sweep.
We have to have a special shout out to Bunko Bob, but thank you for actually bringing Brandon in.
Yeah.
I mean, we
guys
traded in a better Slocum, maybe definitely a
Absolutely.
younger, better looking Slocum.
Oh. Dang.
You know, the only thing he has on me is Bunko. I mean, seriously,
That's
it's
true.
the only thing he has on me is Bunko.
Well, it's hard to beat the number 1 player in the world.
That's
you know?
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Bob, we miss you. Hope you travel safe. And everyone else, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Game Time Broadcasting. Hank Oppel. We got Brandon Slocum.
Thank you, guys.
Justin DePriest and Code Red. We're calling tonight. Thanks. God bless. And we'll see you down the road.